All right, so here I am with the team that meets with me at 9:30 in the morning in my time, and it's for most of them it's as far as like the US it's 9:30 p.m. in the East Coast, and I think it's something like 6:30 p.m. in the West Coast and everything in between. But I just kind of I want to spend today just hearing back from you guys about if you're excited about certain things. So I'm gonna go through the items and you tell me if you're excited about it or not. Does that sound good, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me start off by talking to you about being a hodl knot. How many of you are excited about being a hodl knot?
I'm a
amigo,
hodl.
me.
I'm a
Not.
All right.
How or
So
not on the way?
yeah, is there anybody that's a hodl knot that wish they could get their money back?
No.
Well, what are you
Yes,
gonna
we
do?
get
It's
it
in your
back, but
wallet.
not
It's in
now.
your wallet already. Okay. Anyway.
Exactly.
All right. So that's cool. We're excited about that. What about this new thing called Pool Match Me? What do you guys think about Pool Match Me? Being able to buy referrals.
Yeah.
That's a good
That's
thing.
good.
Awesome.
You like that? Okay.
Yeah.
So can someone say they can't find two if you can just buy them? Is that, I mean, how can they say they can't find two, right? That eliminates that, right?
Right.
And Darva, are you here?
I am.
You've been getting kind of toasty in the pool. You admit to that, right?
Oh, yes.
Get a big old sunburn and how does Pool Match Me giving you relief? Is it giving you some relief?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like there's a future and I'm very hopeful.
Yeah. You drive around all over the country. You're kind of like a road warrior, aren't you?
Yes,
And so you may not make these like real close connections with people. So you're just out there exploring and you're at the wanderlust. Where's the wind going to blow me today? And
exactly.
maybe you're not really connecting with the people very well. And so you're like, come into pool funding and say, okay, get a couple of people together. Let's build a team. A little harder for someone like you, but Pool Match Me comes along and provides a solution, right?
Absolutely. And the first one I've connected with is, to me, is a real gem. And Roella, she's very dedicated, excited, and she's going to have a good future.
Well, we're going to turn Rowella into a millionaire too. It shouldn't take more than a year. So there you go. We're excited about Pool Match Me. How many of you are excited about AI now that it's a one-time cost of $20 to get AI? How many of you are excited about that?
Can't wait.
Very good.
Big time.
And how
Muy bueno, amigo, bueno.
how crazy is they're going to pay a $60 commission on a $20 purchase when you sell it to somebody else?
That's nuts, but love it.
And then you pay one time, but you get paid monthly, $15 a month for the people that you signed up into it. Like, how crazy is that? So we hope they keep getting investors in. They got $1 million so far in seed capital, but there's money behind that, behind that, behind that. Seed capital is usually the first installment on maybe a whole line of. You think Facebook made it to Facebook status without seed capital and without people investing in it? Think how big Facebook is today, and that it took investors to make it happen. You understand? So I think they're making a good choice on paying you guys instead of investing in advertising or something like that. You guys are you're more powerful than any ad. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh,
You're worth the
Definitely.
$60. You're worth the $15 a month, right?
Yes, we are.
Yep.
Yes, you are.
Hell yeah.
So, well, that AI thing is going to spread like wildfire. So it's going to be great. And you can use it for any business, but I'm really going to only use it for pool funding, just so you know where I stand. I don't want to have to learn somebody else's business to guide them how they can use it on their business, because that's like a whole nother thing I got to learn. I'm a busy guy. I'll just keep it simple. Just use it only for pool funding. Anything else you guys are excited about? I covered a couple things. What's got you excited? Why are you here?
Christmas coming.
Incredible growth with the program.
What kind of growth are we talking about?
Ace, we're talking about the fact that a couple weeks ago, we didn't have Pool Match Me, and we didn't have necessarily the AI program. And I think it's absolutely phenomenal to help people get their referrals if they're struggling, like myself.
Yeah. Well, you got a different kind of problem that, you actually have a real job, but your real job wants you to work 16 hours a day, right?
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, something like that, because you only have a little bit of time on the end caps of the day, right? The very beginning or the very end. It's just a little piece here and a little piece there. You got to sleep in between, right? But
Yeah, I try to sleep a little bit.
yeah. So it can be very, very difficult for a person with such limited time, because you really can't just set that job aside for a minute and just focus on pool funding. It doesn't work that way in real life, right?
Yeah.
Not possible. But the fact that pool funding can still be a solution for you, because it's just enough time left over and the end caps of your day, of your work day, and that you can squeeze in pool funding in little pieces here and there, and it's going to add up to something. And you only need 4 solid people. That's the beauty of pool funding, and why a guy like you can have hope, because it's only 4 people. You got to just get them in and move them along and let the structure do most of the hard work for you, right?
Yep.
There you go. That's the beauty of what we're building together here, guys. It's going to work
I'm
for
loving
so
it.
many people. So many people are really going to benefit from the way we're doing this. I think it's a good plan. I started with a blank sheet of paper. I asked the first question I came up with is, okay, we're going to create something. What kind of needs are we going to meet? If you're going to provide something, it should meet a need. And I said, what is the biggest needs that people have? I was thinking as big as I possibly could go. And I just came to the conclusion, it's pretty simple. People need money that they don't have to pay back. How many of you wish you had an uncle that you could just go to, and anytime you needed money, he'd give it to you. He didn't ever care if you paid it back or not. But most of us don't have an uncle like that, right?
Right.
Ace
Okay.
is our uncle.
And let's face it, Uncle Sam, there's always a catch with that dude. You know what I'm saying? If he's going to give you money, you don't have to pay back, right? So not even that uncle's going to come through for you all the way. Sometimes you get a little bit here, a little bit there from Uncle Sam, and we appreciate what can be done there. But that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, the whole system. If you look at how the system is built, these central bankers create money out of thin air. They pump it through the banking system to you at the retail level. You go in to get a car loan, a student loan, a business loan, a house loan, and you're expected to pay it all back when the original source was made out of thin air. Okay. How is that fair? Right? How is that fair?
Legalized Ponzi scheme.
And that's even with interest on top of it.
And then they want interest on top of that. And if it's credit card debt, they want a lot of interest on top of it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they really binge you over 20% interest. Like, why not? They need it that bad to make them pay for it. But that's the system that we're fighting against here, right, guys? And it all started back in Babylon. It's called Babylonian money magic, but if you want to know the source of the whole idea, you gotta go back thousands of years. Something you can Google this. Babylonian money magic. That's where it all began.
Yeah, true.
Okay, there's a source to it. They've
That's the new girl,
they've
Grace.
been taking advantage of us
That's
for
the
thousands of years.
and that's the new girl,
Yeah.
Chloe.
And there's some new girl over here too.
Okay, sorry, just need to mute somebody. And then we've got you got all this money that just goes up in the market, up in the market, up in the market, and it never comes raining back down, And so everything's tipsy-turvy right now. Pool funding comes along, we figured out a way to poke a hole. And we got flow. We got it's about $1,000 a day coming out of the market to go to you, right? That's a good start, right? And as our pool of people gets bigger and bigger, that our hole will get bigger and bigger, and pretty soon it'll be $10,000 a day coming out, and then $100,000 a day coming out. You see the idea? You get it? There's trillions up there, and we want to pull that down and get it back into your hands that flows into the economy again. Main Street needs some help. Wall Street doesn't seem to have a problem. They're just getting free money anyway. So, yeah. So pool funding is a great idea because it challenges the truth of the system. The system is, been working against the people, and we're basically saying, hey, We can pull money out of the market because that's what a Fortune 500 company does. How do they meet payroll every other week or so? You know how they do it? They're selling little bits of the shares of stock that they have, right? Those shares of stock, that was just an invention one day, right? I'm going to write a piece of paper saying I got a company that's got 1 million shares, right? They throw it in the market. They start playing with the numbers, and before you know it, it's got some value. And then they sell little bits of that, and it's all those paychecks that they're paying, you know, every single like pay period. Most of that money, if you track it back, it goes right back to the stock market. Okay, it's going back to the market. That's where that guy's paycheck's coming from. All those people that work at that company, the payroll. I mean, I'm telling you, it's coming from there. Pool funding is like all of you are part of just the same group. You're not employees, but we're a group. We're pulling money out of the market the same way a Fortune 500 company does, and that's why it makes sense. And when you explain it like that, it makes sense to other people. Does it make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
All right, so that's it. That's what we're doing. We have so much to be excited about. And all we're asking in return, we don't want your money, we don't want you to pay us back. Okay? Keep the money. It's in your wallet. You do what you want. Once it's in your wallet, you're in total control of it, right? I have no power over your wallet. So you do what you want with your money in your wallet. But I'm telling you, the only thing we're asking really of you is to get us a couple of people, get us 2 people, 3 people, 4. You know what I'm saying? It's the more, you know, it's going to be rewarding if you get up to 4, it's $1 million. If you get up to 8, that's $2 million a year. You know what I'm saying? But don't be in a hurry to do that. Do it, you know, in a quality way, like I mentioned in our training earlier at 9:30. So that's all we're asking. Help us grow the pool of people exponentially. You provide your part, and everybody does their little bit. And this pool of people gets so big that we end up changing the dynamics of the economy, and we flip it into something I like to call the luxury economy. And trust me, every man, woman, and child on the planet is going to love being part of a luxury economy instead of a
Yes.
debt-based bondage type of economy that promotes poverty and warfare and crime. Okay, because if you look at what comes out of an economy the way it's structured, the way it is now, where a few people that have superpowers and controls can create money out of thin air and then have everybody, you know, when they lend it out to them, pay it back with interest. That whole system is what manufactures poverty. It manufactures war. It manufactures crime. And how many of you like those 3 things? Is there anybody in love with poverty, crime, war? Is anybody like those things? I don't.
No.
So what if we just do it different? We create a luxury economy, let the robots, let the AI, let them take over all the jobs. No problem. I have no problem with that because human beings aren't meant to be slaves. We're not meant to be, you know, these little, whatever, laborers, workers, you know what I'm saying? We're so much better than that. To be human is to be dynamic. It's to be multi-dimensional, okay? The human experience isn't happening on just one plane. It's not just a physical plane, right? There's a physical plane, of course. You hear me tapping on the wood? All right, physical, we know that's there. But there's also a mental plane, okay? There's an emotional plane, right? There are all kind of other energetic planes, right? We're all, as a human being, we're connected to all that. And we actually can do some amazing things that we forgot to do. We forgot how to do. We can go back to past civilizations. They were doing it, okay? And we forgot how to do it in modern times, okay? And in the future, we'll remember again to do it. And so we're meant to be more than just a labor force, okay? This idea of the 9 to 5, chasing after the cheese, that kind of a grind. That's not what we're meant to be, guys. We're meant to be powerful. We're meant to do something special. We are our own kind of creator in a space that allows for creation. And whether it's art or music or you name it, okay? we have the opportunity to express ourselves in a much better way than work. Okay?
Yeah,
You like that, Dale?
Definitely.
you bet. That's
Okay.
good talk.
So this is why we're building a luxury economy. And all of you, your job title is economic developer. Okay? That's your job title. And what you're building is a team of people. You're putting them together, making sure they plug into training. And when they plug into training, then we're going to have everybody doing things that synchronize. There's harmony. It works together. And then there's less stress on each person inside the system because we're working together in a very trained fashion. So we really stress the training. We need more people that are members to show up. We need more members that have challenges at that particular time where it's live to at least watch the YouTube videos. I don't have 3,000 views on each of my training videos. Well, why not? Because they don't understand the value of training. So we all got to do a better job getting people in here, get on board with the training. Because if they'll do that, we can have this luxury economy in place. And it won't even take that long, guys. If we get into the year 2027 and we don't have a luxury economy, it's not going to be my fault because I'm going to put all my cards in. I'm all in on this. I'm 100%. Okay. It's not going to be on me. Okay. But I figure by 2027, humanity could be enjoying, every man, woman, and child on the planet, a luxury economy globally, and the parasites will be shed off. All the parasites in the system will just fall off of humanity. And that's what we want, right? And the market will provide. The market's huge. It's not trillions up there. It's not even quadrillions. There's more than quadrillions up there in the market.
Wow.
Okay, more than that. And they say that the global economy runs on about $20 trillion. Well, yeah, when you only pay people $10 a day to work in the Philippines, that's why it only takes 20 trillion. It takes a lot more than that if you pay them right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We're not paying people right. It's all messed up. And so we're excited about pool funding. We got this, and it all comes together so that we make this, we are in a movement in formation for the luxury economy. This is going to be known as the luxury economy movement. And the whole world is going to join in on it. And they're going to say, yeah, we're done with doing the old way. The new way's better. And I won't be the only one standing up there saying the luxury economy is the way to go. And we love AI and we love the robots. Let them do the jobs. Okay? Let them. Because that frees up our time so that we can, art, music, whatever our passion might be. You know what I'm saying? We all have different things. That's it. I'm off my soapbox. I'm so excited. You're so excited. Together, we're going to change the world. And that's my training for you today. Thank you for joining us at another 10 at 10 for 10 training and leadership development. Those that come here live, they're getting the best part. If you're catching us on YouTube, hey, it's like watching it on TV. It's fun still, but we would definitely like you to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and then consider showing up live. And we love positive comments. Everybody say bye for now.
Bye for now.
Bye for
Bye,
now.
everybody.
Bye.
Amigos. Adios.